Hello and welcome back to some more You Don't Know Jack Rewrite. My name is WWDad and you already know that. Let's get into the next episode. The line for the best ride is hours long. Do you wait? I'll find something else. Just go earlier next time and you won't be in line for hours?
Flying solo? Good for you. Some of my best time is alone time. Is this your first time on the re-ride?
Nope.
The team will be pleased. They are quite tired of having to spell everything out to all those newbies. As a reminder, here are your buzzers. Before you go, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. And now, please enjoy the re-ride. Perhaps we will meet at the bottom.
And we went like 800 floors further up again.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. And here's your host, the ruthless ringleader of the re-ride, Conan Blankenberg.
Hello and welcome to the re-ride. As we climb towards the apex, feel free to take in the sides before gravity decides to pull us right back down.
What the hell? Who brought the damn trapdoor back online? Sam!
What? No, wait, what? No! I have nothing to do with this, okay? I refuse to take the fall!
Sam!
I refuse to take the fall!
Okay, stand the by. Okay, what the is going on here? Who's pushing the damn button and who keeps resetting the damn thing? And who the hell is gonna host this damn game? Why does everything with this damn place keep going down the
Guess it's not as fun when you're the ones getting the out of this booth, huh?
Excuse me.
Yes, Mr. Oscars?
When I signed the agreement, I didn't think the position was already filled, and that would be, you know, committing triple homicide to open it up.
Oh, don't worry about that. So far, everyone who's fallen down there has come back up unharmed. It really isn't dangerous.
Okay, but I was also under the impression that you, actually worked here?
I do now. Look, a host position just opened up, and a host position is what you wanted. Are you gonna get in that booth and do your thing, or are you gonna walk out and lose the opportunity?
Well, it's extra cash at the end of the day.
Well, whoop-de-doo, then off you go. I'll talk to you from the producer's office. Good luck. No.
Huh?
Well then.
And presenting your host, the alluring, the amazing, and definitely not Australian, Kenny Oscars.
Hello and welcome to the re-ride. We hope you'll excuse the ruckus and enjoy the show despite its rocky start. Since you're one of those impatient types, I hope you haven't wandered off to play Minesweeper or something. Otherwise, my debut is going to feel real lonely. But I suppose that's not your problem, is it? You came to play a video game and play a damn video game you will. Can't blame you, really. Cotton candy? Check. Tacky mascots? Check. The high-pitched screams of thrill seekers as the thundering rumble of steel on steel booms past you? Check. Welcome to Jackland. We hope you enjoy the ride. Hit
Well,
the buzzer,
technically
get
the
ruler,
rewrite.
yeah. And now, the category. In space, no one can hear you, fast pass. Let's just do this already. If Disney built Space Mountain on the actual moon, what would be the most accurate name for it? Space Mons, Space Mount, Space Mons, or Space Mound?
Space Mons?
Mons is the term for a singular mountain on a celestial body like the moon. Ironically, the line to get on the ride on Earth takes the same amount of time it takes to fly to the moon. Hit your buzzer at the right... Alright, here it is. Welcome, foolish mortals, to Toxic Fandom. Have some trivia, hot off the press. If you're working in Disney's Haunted Mansion and you hear Code A come over the loudspeaker, what probably happened during the ride? Someone dumped a loved one's ashes in the attic, someone stole a tombstone from the graveyard, someone committed suicide in the infinite stairwell, or someone flashed the hitchhiking ghosts.
Huh?
Whoa, that's going a little far. Back up the reference truck, okay? Apparently, Disney employees have to deal with family members leaving their ashes on the Haunted Mansion. It
What?
happens so often that they have their own code for it, telling employees to shut down the ride and evacuate the guests because it's technically a biohazard. It may sound rude, but dumping an actual biohazard into the ride can make it way scarier, just on a visceral level.
What?
This is the part of the game where... Hey, that's a good catch. Don't pose for a photo though, we've got a question to play.
Dude.
Amusement parks and other redundancies. Y'all ready to fight for 75-51 big ones? Because it's based on the documentary of the same name, what scene would you see on Exit Through the Gift Shop, The Ride? A robotic Banksy spray painting a building, an animatronic Aquafina rapping about vaginas, a fake Hunter S. Thompson shooting at you, or Dale Earnhardt racing your ride carriage?
What?
That's gonna leave a mark.
I have no
The
idea.
Oscar-nominated Exit Through the Gift Shop chronicles a filmmaker's attempt to make a film with graffiti artist Banksy. You know, a gift shop ride isn't a bad idea. Imagine the sound you
Never
could
heard of
save.
it.
So, let the nostalgia baiting begin.
Oh, well.
We've got a When Did It Happen on our hands, and here's the category. The boringest place on Earth. Don't forget, buzz in at the right time depending on if the bottom event took place before the top event, after, or not at all. You ready? Well, you should be. The Walt Disney Company may have the most famous theme parks in the world, but even it has its lackluster creations, and I'm not just talking about the Snow White live-action remake. Just ask kids who have been to Walt Disney World which park is their least favorite, and they'll probably tell you it's Epcot. So this round's main event is... Walt Disney World opens its futuristic Epcot Center to the public. Way to go, Walt.
Never even
You
heard
turned
of it.
Thousands of acres of Floridian real estate into the greatest theme park of all time. So naturally, you build the theme park equivalent of a sociology lecture next door to it. Now tell me if these other events happened before Epcot's opening day, after it opened, or if it never happened at all. Foghat releases the hit single Slow Ride.
Never even heard of it.
An opening day line of 30,000 people forms outside the Soviet Union's first McDonald's.
That should be after.
The Johnny Knoxville film Action Point bombs at the box office.
Before? After?
The Broadway musical Carousel wins the Tony for Best Musical. Ferris Bueller's Day Off opens in theaters.
Fuck if I know.
Disney cancels plans to open an American-themed park next to US Civil War battlefields.
Dude!
The Oxford University Dangerous Sports Club performs the first bungee jump.
Dude!
Well, that's all of them. Thank you for riding the When Did It Happen. Please wait for the question to come to a complete stop before exiting. Alright, pit stop. I gotta take a leak real quick. Actually, nah, I can hold it in. Onward! Get
Bad
yourself
idea.
Next on the roster, where history comes alive for $309 per day. We've got 1551 on the table, ready for action. Which of these historic events actually took place at Walt Disney World? Al Gore's 2000 election concession, Bill Clinton's I did not have sexual relations response, Ronald Reagan's attempted assassination, or Richard Nixon's I'm not a crook speech? No, and this sounds more like the kind of place George W. Bush would have picked to give his concession speech if he lost the election. When old Tricky Dick Nixon uttered his famous "I'm not a crook" speech in response to his role in the Watergate scandal in 1973, he said it to a group of tense reporters at the Contemporary Resort in Walt Disney World. Less than a year later, Nixon resigned from office, America learned its lesson, and never elected anyone with a checkered background and questionable morals ever again. Thanks, Richard Nixon.
Okay.
We in the biz like to call this one... You have to be this big of a geek to ride. We hate on a lot of stuff in this game, but even I have to admit that Universal Studios' new Monsters Unchained ride with all the classic Universal monsters just looks totally badass. Which scene would you most likely see on a ride called Monsters Unlooted? Dr. Frankenstein disassembling their monster, the mummy encased in vacuum shrink wrap, an overweight Dracula chugging blood, or the werewolf bleaching all of his hair?
Fuck if I know?
Well, if mistakes make you stronger, I'm sure you won't need to go to the gym anymore. Unlooted means to take something apart. That ride also sounds kind of cool, unless the next scene you see is
Just
Dr.
make the word up.
Frankenstein trying to read the IKEA instructions to put the monster back together. Choose one. Hey, don't worry, that's nothing to scoff at. We've just stumbled into distant territory. Let me give you the category for this dis or dat. I feel the need for name recognition. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and I'll need you to tell me if it's one of the top 100 bucket list roller coasters in the world as ranked by CaptainCoaster.com, a call sign for one of the characters in the Top Gun movies, or both.
And I've never heard of any of them because I haven't watched any
Right,
Top Gun
I'll
movies and I don't give a
But you'll
fuck
end up
about
losing
roller
money for
coasters.
everyone you get wrong or just fail to get to. And don't let that wire fill up. You've got 30 seconds to do all 7 before time runs out. Ready or not, here we go.
If I get a single one.
Wind Chaser. Jester. Phoenix. Leviathan. Colossus. Goose.
Fuck if I know.
Sorry, your score has to be this tall to win some money. Damn, you're in last place? That's embarrassing. Oh well, back to it.
I'm also in first place.
Money. Nice. Oh yeah, here's that category. Is it really an attraction if you can't see it? Another staple of theme parks is the Dark Ride, an indoor attraction featuring animated scenes like a haunted house or a jaunty pirate-themed boat ride. Which of these attractions would offer the darkest Dark Ride? The Muso Black Hole,
Vanta
Vanta
Black.
Black Diamond, Raisin Black Mirror Labyrinth, or Menin Vigello Black Alien Attack? Vanta Black is the darkest shade of black in this group. It's been used for space exploration and luxury cars because it can absorb 99.965% of light. I hope it's one of those cool 3D rides. Buzz, take a gander at... Who wants to go around in a circle for 4 hours? Here's the chance for one player to earn 41 big ones. Let's do this. If you drove to Six Flags and saw 6 red with yellow striped flags flying over the entrance, what would it most likely mean based on official NASCAR rules? Someone died on a roller coaster, the drink stands are closed, 2 go-karts collided ahead, or you need to leave now. WRONG, give that money back to me. A red flag with yellow stripes tells drivers on the track that the pits are closed, so chances are you wouldn't be able to fill up on drinks in the park. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If I wanted to spend $12 on a small soda that'll make me have to go to the bathroom as soon as I get to the front of a
NASCAR.
line, I would go to a NASCAR race. It's a nice value, only slightly less bland than tofu. Alright, here's the category. That's one tasty concession speech. There's only one reason for any amusement park to have a Hall of Presidents exhibit. That's so people have a reason to sit in air conditioning and take a nap after a long, hot day of chasing their kids around all the rides. Sorry, historical literacy, it's the truth. Since they never ran for US president, which snack item could you not buy from the Hall of Presidential Losers concession stand? A John PB&J, a John C. Fremont Christo, a Rufus King Cake, or a Bob Dole Whip?
I haven't got the slightest. I've never heard of any of these people.
Well, no one's perfect. You're a shining example of that. John Jay served as the first Chief Justice of the US and as New York's governor, but he never ran for president. Still, it's not as delicious as Richard Nixon's impeachment cobbler. It's so good, it should be illegal.
Wow.
The park will be closing in 7 questions, but before you try to remember which character's name you're parked in, here's your clue. Wanna go for a ride? Hell yeah you do. Here's your fast pass to the front of the line. Good luck.
Yeah. Actually. Haven't seen it? Was it Ride or Die? Train routing board game? Never heard of one. Knight Rider. Oh, Ride of the Valkyries, yeah. Clint Eastwood. Might have been Pale Rider, yeah. Never seen any Clint Eastwood movies, but that sounds like one. I have no idea which one of those would be. Nope. Ticket to Ride, never heard of it.
That's the game. Let's take a look at your final score.
I mean,
Here
at
it
least
is.
these were kind of easy to frickin' guess if you don't know them, because it's gotta have to be something with ride in it. Well, either way, I will see you in the next one. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. My name is WW Dadman. Bye.